Hi everyone, right, I just want to show you a new flower. This is the crocheted one and it's what I call my cup flower. And if you can see, the rose is actually sat in like a cup. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Now the base is basically done the same as I've shown you before, but I'm going to quickly go through that and then I'll show you how to do this one. And if I can remember what I did, yes I think I can. Right, let's have a look. Here we go. It doesn't matter what size needle. I'm actually using it's a US, I think it says G6 4mm. Okay, so we just cast on as normal and we do 6 little chains. 3, 4, 5, 6. Then without wrapping your needle, don't wrap it round the wool round, just go into the first stitch, which if I can get into mine, that's it. Wrap the needle round once and then pull that thread through and then pull it through the back stitch there. Now what you're going to do is go 1, 2, 3 and go into the centre, into the hole you've made. Pull it out and go 1 stitch, stitch 2 together, stitch 2 together, okay, and then stitch 1. And then I grab my short thread and hold it in my right hand. And then do that again. Now what we're going to do, I don't know, I've put the thing on. We're going to make 12 chains. So I've got 2 there now. So just keep going until you've got 12. So that's 1, 2 together, 2 together, and stitch 1. Back into the centre, stitch 1, stitch 2 together, stitch 2 together, stitch 1. Okay, and you start to get that. So I'm just going to finish that off now. I can't do it too slow because I need, you know, the video will run out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stitch 1, stitch 2 together, stitch 2 together, stitch 1. Down through the middle, stitch 1, stitch 2 together, 2 together, and stitch 1. 1, 2, 2. Check that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. 2 more. Okay, and then just stitch 1 and then go through the first one you've done, pull it through and then pull it through again, and you've got 12 there. Then go 1, 2, 3, just check to make sure how I did that's right. I've stitched 3, then go back into the first hole there below it and just continue, and you do 3 like that, so that's 2. Yes, we put a loop in between, back into the same one, 1, stitch 2 together and loop. Next one, go into the next hole, and put a loop in between each one, but you want 3 chains in each hole. In each one of those in the centre you need 3 chains. Excuse me. So I've got 3 chains there in 1 loop, 1 hole. Back into the next one. 3 chains again. Don't forget, do a stitch in between each chain. Have I done 3? Yeah. And just go around till you finish the flower. So I'm going to try and get this done in one video. Again, done 3, go into the next hole there. and you stitch 1 between each chain you make. And that gives you that little flounce. Again, I've done 4 into that one, silly old. I lost count. So we'll move into the next one. Stitch 1, stitch 2 together, stitch 2 together, stitch 1. So it's 1, 2, 2, 1. There we go. It doesn't take long to do. When you get going with crocheting, you can do it pretty fast. Be careful of that one. That's it. And then we've got to do 3 into the next one. And as quick as that, you've got your flower. Now, I know not everybody can do the same. Go into the next one as though you were going again. Pull it through once, and then you're going to cast what you call cast off. Is that what they call it on crocheting? Don't know. Pull the thread through, and you use that thread. Leave it long enough for you to sew that in. So there you've got the base of the flower. Now, when you're doing the next bit, again, we do a chain of 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go back into the first one. Pull that through. And pull it through once. Okay, so you've made your hole, the circle. And then I just want to make sure that I've got this. Yes, it was... let me just make sure. Right, okay. So then we're doing 1, 2, 3, back into the circle and go 1, 2, 3 again. Did I do a loop between? Can't remember. It's hard to remember. No, I don't think I did. Yes, I did. Sorry. No. No, do 1, 2, and then do your third one, and then I did a loop between. So you're doing 3 chains like that, then do a loop. Now you need 6 of those, 6 sets of 3. So go back into the hole in the middle, 1, 2 together, 2 together, back down. Don't do the spare stitch in between. Okay. Now do your spare stitch after them 3. So you've 1 set of chain there, 1 set of 3 there, and 1 set of 3 there. And you need to do that 6 times. So I'm just going to try and get on. So that's 1, 2 together, 2 together, back in the middle. Stitch 1, stitch 2 together, stitch 2 together, back in the middle. Stitch 1, stitch 2 together, stitch 2 together, make 1. Okay? That's what you're doing, and that's 3, and you need 6. So just keep going. 1, 2 together, 2 together. 1, 2 together, 2 together. 1, 2 together, 2 together, make 1. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Just pull it round so you've got that gap for you to be able to fit the next one in. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 together, 2 together, stitch 1, stitch 2 together, stitch 2 together, stitch 1, stitch 2 together, stitch 2 together, stitch 1. And on your last set of 3, exactly the same, stitch 1, 2 together, 2 together, stitch 1, stitch 2 together, 2 together, stitch 1, stitch 2 together, stitch 2 together, make your chain, stitch 1, and then take it through the first set of 3. Just, oops, as though you were going to continue on the next row. So, go over 1. So you've done that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now what you do, this is the tricky bit. This is what brings it back into itself and makes the cup. You're going to go, so stitch 1, stitch 2. Wrap your needle round. Let me just double check this. In the next one, in the next set, go and make stitch 1, stitch 2, and you've left with 2 stitches. Right? Do it again. Wrap your needle round the wool. Wrap the wool around the needle. Pull it through. Stitch 1, stitch 2, and you've left with 3 on the needle. Wrap the wool around and pull it through all 3 and stitch 1. So I'll show you that again. Okay? Wrap the needle round. In the next one, you go 1, stitch 2 together and leave. In the next one, 1, stitch 2 together, and you end up with 3 stitches on the needle. Then you stitch all 3 together and stitch 1. Do that, and all you're doing is going in individual ones. Into the next one, stitch 1, stitch 2 together. Into the next one, stitch 1, oops, stitch 2 together, leaves you with 3 on your needle. Stitch through all 3 and make a stitch. Into the next one, stitch 1, stitch 2 together. Into the next one, stitch 1, stitch 2 together, leaves you 3 on your needle. Pull the wool through all 3 and make a stitch. And the next one, stitch 1, stitch 2, oops, next one, stitch 1, stitch 2, leaves you with 3 on the needle. Pull it through all 3 and do 1 stitch. And keep going like that. As you can see, it's pulling itself. Oops, I did it wrong there. You've got to leave that one on the needle. So you've got 2 on the needle first, then you go through the third one. 1, 2, and you've got 3 on the needle. Pull the wool through all 3 and stitch 1. Next one, 1, 2. Next one, 1, 2. All 3, pull. 1 more. 1, 2, leave on the needle. 1, 2, all 3 and 1 stitch. 1, 2, 1, 2, all 3 and stitch. Oops, am I back round? Yes, I'm back round to the beginning. Then what you do is you take the first one, wrap the needle round, pull it through like you did before. And there you go, you've got your cup. Now what I'm going to do is put it together for you so you can see. And it's a cute little flower, it really is. Hopefully I'm trying to get the, oops, see, useless at threading needles. And it's too big to go in the threader that Patsy sent me. Let's get this straight, come on, let's get this done. Oh, don't do this to me when I'm trying to get this done before it runs out. Thank you. All you do is, what I do is I just thread it through the top. About an inch, you know. And then I just cut it off and it's quite secure, like that. So there you've got your little cup. Oops, and then you want the one underneath done. Oh, come on, I've got to get this done before it runs out. Oh, I see when you start rushing it don't work. Okie dokie. Same again at the bottom, run it through. Just follow the contour of the circle in the middle. And that's all you need to do. They're going to be glued down so it's not going to do any harm. See, like that. So then what you do is, I'll just put this together. I won't probably have time to stitch it. Just follow the circle. Add your little flower for the middle. Like that. Take hold of a nice rose. You could use a button or whatever you want to do. I'm using roses. When I can find the one I need. There we go. Oh, wrong one. I need a darker one because I want these to match. Oh, come on. See, when I want them, I can't find them. When I don't want them, I have loads. Oh, I only want one. One, I tell you. Yes, that'll do. Is it? I think it's the same one. Probably not the same size. It's near enough. Just do that with the flower. And pop that in. And there you go. You've got a perfectly nice little flower that you can play around with on your projects. So I just thought I'd bring that to you. Yeah, depending, I think I must have done that a little bit slacker. But there you go. That's another flower. And they do look cute. Thanks for watching. Speak to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye for now.